Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. We are now standing at Linköping City Airport, or the Saab field as it's also called, in the Embraer 121. Today we will fly to Stockholm Arlanda, which is a flight of basically 150 nautical miles. It will take about 25 to 30 minutes to do so. So the aircraft is prepared for engine start. I will just need to enter our flight plan into the GPS, and then we should get going. So we're currently standing in Echo Sierra Sierra Lima, which will be our origin today. There we go, Saab Linköping, enter. And our only waypoint today is Nilug, which is in the archipelago of Stockholm. Uniform, and then Golf, Nilug, Sweden, enter. And of course our destination today is Stockholm Arlanda, which is Echo Sierra Sierra Alpha. That one's a bit faster to enter. Perfect. So here you can see the route. So we're going here from Linköping, which is in the middle of the south of Sweden, then up to Nilug, and then all the way up to Stockholm Arlanda. Our arrival today will be for runway 01. So select approach. Our arrival today will be ILS runway 01 left, and we will then use the Arlanda VOR. Let's load. Yes. We will also use the Nilug. Here we go. We will join the Nilug to Juliet, and then join the ILS. So here you can see the total route. We will go from Linköping. We will depart runway 29. We make a right turn towards Nilug, then join the Star for the ILS approach runway 01 left. Perfect. Let's see, navigation. There, I like this panel. Okay then, so we're cleared for engine start. Mute the warning. To start the engines, we head up to the engine ignition and start panel, here in the overhead panel. We select start for engine 1, and then you can see the RPM is increasing. When we reach 12%, we should give the engine some fuel, and we'll see the engine start spinning. And then we can do the same with engine number 2. See the increase passing 12%, give the engine some fuel. And then also when the RPM reaches over 45%, you should get the fuel switch to high. Perfect. Let's remove the shocks. Oh, it should have been removed before engine start. But rather late than never. So let's turn on inspection lights just because we can. The inertial separator should be turned on. You can see both lights are switched off. That means both engines are fully up and running. And we'll then turn on the air conditioning vents. Yeah, make sure the pressurization is set to automatic. And we are ready. So I'm flying this flight on WATSIM as well. So we'll make a call that we're taxiing to runway 29er. So our call sign today is Papa Tango Mike Bravo November. I'm currently outside control airspace, so we have to use Unicom. Linköping traffic, Papa Tango Mike Bravo November, stand 5-1, taxi via backtrack runway 29er. Okay, so the traffic has been announced. Let's turn on the taxi lights and release the parking brakes. Just have to give the plane a gentle push here. Yeah, let's try not to hit that corner. So the Saab field is pretty small, so it will be just a short taxi until we're airborne. Okay, so we're going to the other end of the runway. Should be just a short taxi. Let's turn the prop sync on. Check, and since we entered the runway, we should also turn on the strobe lights. So, as you can see, the Embraer 121 is pretty old. It made its first flight on October 10th, 1976, and since then a couple of different variations has been released. So the Embraer 121 can be flown with either one or two pilots. If you use one pilot, the maximum capacity is 9 pax or 770 kilograms of cargo. The wingspan of the aircraft is 40 meters and the length is 12.2. So it's a bit small but handy aircraft. The primary users were the French, or still is, the French Air and Space Force and the Brazilian Air Force. A total of 106 units has been built. So not a very popular aircraft, but it's good to move troops and other staff around for short distances. And the Embraer 121 can also take off from quite short distance, even with maximum takeoff load, which is 6.5 tons. So there's no need to go full length. I will just make a U-turn here and then line up. Yes, here we go. So taxi lights off, landing lights are on, flaps is set for departure, and we'll just announce any traffic in the area that we're departing from runway 29. Linköping traffic, Papa Tango Mike Bravo November, runway 29er, takeoff, then the right turn towards Nilug, Linköping traffic. Yep, here we go. V1 and rotate. Go straight, gear up. So we begin our right turn towards Nilug. As you can sorry, not sure if you can see to the right of us, it's the Linköping Malmen Air Force Base, which is a helicopter air base for the Swedish Air Force. The Saab field is also used by the Saab test pilots to try out the JAS 39 Gripen fighter jet used by the Swedish Air Force. It's also in the facilities nearby the airport the fighter jet is being built. So it's quite cool. Some areas is turned off due to military activity, but some parts of the airport is open to commercial traffic. And also KLM uses to fly from Amsterdam with an Embraer 170 a couple of times every week to the Linköping Airport. It's a bit bumpy up here. The 121 is not that good handling turbulence. But sure, it's a small airplane as well, so. Okay, let's turn on the autopilot. Oh, I forgot to set our cruising altitude, which would be 9,000 feet. So let's turn on navigation. Let's see, navigation, and then we'll do the vertical speed, which will be 1,000 feet per minute, all the way up to 9,000 feet. Let's see, yeah, the line lights has been switched off. Inertia separators doesn't have to be on this altitude, and we can also turn off the simple signs. Although there's not much space in the back to move, but yeah, if you want to stretch your legs, they can. Okay, as you can see on the GPS, it's about 26 minutes of flight time until we reach Nilug. So I will speed up the footage for you and then get back when we are about to join our star and final approach for runway 01 left at Arlanda. Okay, so we just reached Nilug and started turning for our star. In just a while I will start ascent. As of now, the weather is calm, very nice and shiny at Stockholm. So we should have a pretty smooth arrival. So I will set our target altitude at this 2000 feet and start descend with a speed of 700 feet per minute. Okay, let me just check the QNH for Arlanda. It's 1021. There we go, 1021. So the wind is 070 degrees at 6 knots. Cloud okay, and then no significant changes. So that's pretty nice. Okay, so we'll call the traffic in the Stockholm area, just announce our presence and our intentions. Arlanda traffic, Pepper Tango Mike, Bravo November, inbound Nilug to Juliet for ILS runway 01 left, Arlanda traffic. So I'm just informing the traffic that we just passed Nilug and that we are on the Nilug. So good. That we're on the Nilug to Juliet for ILS runway 01 left. And I received no response, so I guess there are not lots of traffic in the area right now. So you can see we're soon passing the Stockholm City and the Bromma Airport. As you can see outside here, there's Stockholm. And that's a really nice scene. Okay, I will enter the ILS frequency for runway 01 left, which is 109.90. And I also already selected the course of 8 degrees for the runway. So as soon as we're established for the localizer, I will switch from GPS mode to localizer mode, and then the aircraft will join the localizer and ILS and fly towards the runway. So as you can see outside, the Stockholm city is starting to load in, and here you have Global. There's a large arena in Stockholm, in this Saab Stockholm. We also have a large ferry coming in, and a bit to the right of the ferry you can see the Kaknäs Tower, which is a large tower in Stockholm as well, and lots of different buildings all over Stockholm. So right in front of us is Drottningholm, where the Swedish king and queen lives in their castle. And then we have Bromma Airport, approximately 2 o'clock, which is the city airport of Stockholm, and mostly for business travelers and business jets. But they do have some commercial flights domestic in Sweden as well. So we're soon established for the localizer, 01 left. And it's a bit bumpy up here, which is common from when the air from the Baltic Sea reaches the warmer air over the Stockholm region. It gets a bit turbulence on the approach to Stockholm, but that's very common. And still, this is a very small plane, so it's a bit sensitive to turbulence. So down here is Stockholm Bromma Airport, as I talked about, the business airport, which is a really nice approach to just over the city center of Stockholm. If you ever go to Sweden, you should definitely try to land runway 30 in Bromma Airport. It's really good. It's Echo Sierra Bravo. It's the ICAO code. Very beautiful approach. But we're going to Arlanda, which is basically 40 kilometers north of the Stockholm city center. Okay, so we're turning in for the ILS right now, which means I will switch from GPS to VLOG. And I will also switch here to approach. So it's a bit bumpy from the sides, which makes the plane shake very much. Okay, so now in the far from us here you can see the runway. This is called runway 1 at Arlanda. It's the first runway that was built. So Stockholm Arlanda has 3 runways, which of 2 is parallel, which is 01 right and left, and 19 right and left. And then it's also runway 2, which is the second runway that was built, which is 0826. decrease the descent rate. So I'll make a call for the traffic in Stockholm area, or Arlanda area. Arlanda traffic, Papa Tango Mike Bravo November, established localizer 01 left, about 5 track miles to go. So when we received no replies, so I guess there's no traffic in the area and we can just proceed and land on the runway as intended. So it's still very bumpy. We will level out here at so we'll try to level out here at 2,000 feet. And then when we get a bit closer, I will just hand fly the remaining part of the flight. So yeah, it's still very gusty up here. I will just give flap 1 and try to slow down a little bit. It's really bumpy. I'm glad we're in the simulator right now. Okay, let's give full flap and gear down. And let's turn on the landing lights. It's not a type flight. Okay, let's turn off the autopilot. I am now flying the airplane by hand. So it still shakes a little bit. I'm just trying to keep the course and have the runway in front of us. Bit high, but that's due to the headwind. It increases the lift of the airplane. So here you get a nice view of the Arlanda Airport as well, with the control tower, and then you have the Clarion Hotel and Good Morning Hotel, just next to the control tower. Okay, so we are touched down. There's no need to reverse the aircraft since we're coming in that slow. Just use some manual braking and exit the runway. Okay, I will report to traffic now that we have vacated the runway. All traffic, runway 01 left is vacated. Okay, so all gates over here are just suited for a lot bigger aircrafts. So I will need to make a right here and taxi to Terminal 3. And we can follow that car. I'll also have to turn off the landing lights, turn on taxi lights, and the strobe lights comes off as well. So here is Terminal 4 at Arlanda, where all the orange tails is. And we are gonna make a left in here and park next to one of the smaller planes. Okay, I think we're gonna go all the way in. Just there's a car blocking that exit. Okay, let's brake and make the turn here. Parking brake set, and engine 1 and 2 levers are cut off. Taxi lights off and anti-collision lights off. Well guys, that's it. We are at Stockholm Arlanda. Thank you for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe for future videos. Thank you, and until next time, have a happy flight.